Okay, so what I'm going to go with you guys over today is the components of the perfect program. Now, when I say the perfect program, what I'm referring to is if you get these things down, you're going to have 90% of the work done, and everything else that you throw on top of that, all the assistant movements, are just extra compared to this stuff, okay? So for the perfect program, somebody who's getting in the gym maybe only twice a week. They're really busy, maybe you're busy with sport practice, maybe you're busy with work, and you're only getting in the gym twice a week, and you have a short amount of time, say 30 minutes, you definitely want to be doing any kind of squat, any kind of pull-up, any kind of sprint. Okay, 3 movements. I'm going to go over each one and why these are key components in a program, and really you have 90% of the work done when you have these in. Let's start with the squat. Everybody does some sort of squat, knows some sort of squat. If you've worked out before, you've done a squat. The number one thing in a squat is it's a big, heavy movement, and it's creating compressive force. Could be a back squat. I would categorize a deadlift or a trap bar deadlift or a lunge, a front squat, a safety bar squat. Any of those, you have a good amount of load on your body. It creates compressive force, which creates an anabolic effect. This means that compressive force created by the squat makes your body release the right hormones to create. So what I mean when I say it creates an anabolic effect is that a heavy squat, a heavier loaded squat movement creates a hormonal release that creates an environment of muscle building within your body. We're talking about testosterone release and other hormones that create that effect. The second thing is bone density. Okay, this is for life in general. You want to have nice, strong, dense bones. And then especially in sport with the impacts that you put your body under, you want to have dense bones. So obviously the reaction that your body has when it gets that compressive force is that I need to be stronger, I need to be tighter, and thus we get that increase in bone density. Obviously the second point is lower body strength. You're building strength through your legs. That explosive lower body strength becomes the base for everything else that you do. Whether it's sprinting, whether it's throwing, whether it's jumping. That explosive lower body strength is what we need. And because of that increased strength, that means we have increased power potential. Okay, if we build a bigger muscle, we have increased strength potential. Bigger legs means possibility to squat more and be more powerful through the lower body. And then having that strength means once you get the speed, you have a much greater power potential of being strong and fast. Okay? The second component of any game program is going to be a pull-up. Now when I say a pull-up, could be a pull-up, could be a chin-up, could be a neutral grip pull-up, could be pull-ups on the rings. You want to vary it a little bit, but if you're doing some kind of pull-up, you are working to build upper body strength. Okay? That strength through the lats, that strength through the back, gives you a much greater base and a much better benefit, because everything else we do is so forward oriented. Most people really need to build the back in order to increase their upper body strength. Increased relative strength. There's a lot of guys that are maybe big, possibly overweight, that can maybe bench 400 or 500 pounds, but how many pull-ups can they do? Okay, so when we talk about transfer to sport and being fast and being explosive, we want to see increased relative strength. We want that squat to go up, yes, but we don't want the pull-ups to go down. We want the pull-ups to be going up with that, okay? That increase in relative strength probably means you're getting faster. If you're getting stronger and your pull-ups are going up and you're possibly still getting bigger, that means you're getting faster. If you're getting stronger and you're getting bigger and your pull-ups are going down, that means probably, yes, you're getting stronger, but ultimately you're getting slower. And if you want to be an explosive athlete, that's not a great way for it to transfer. And then the last part is grip strength, okay? If you're constantly hanging on a pull-up bar, constantly hanging on rings, your arms, your forearms, your hands get adapted to that grip strength and holding your own body weight, possibly loading up, right? Putting external load on top of your body weight if you're getting really strong with the movement. And that transfers to everything else, okay? Steals in basketball, squeezing the ball in baseball for your throws, any kind of combat sport where you need to grab somebody else and control them, okay? Grip strength is really key, and being reactive through your forearms and through your hands. Last one is a sprint. Okay, if you're not sprinting, you're missing out on a lot. Okay, most people, depending on your sport, if it's not a sport where you're running a lot, one that I work with a ton with is hockey players. If you run like a hockey player and your arms are out of position, the technical aspect of speed, of running very fast, but knowing where to position your arms, knowing where to position your feet, being up on your toes, having that slight body lean forward is really key and really crucial. And if you're not practicing it, your body's not going to get better at it. It doesn't take a lot. A couple of 10-meter, 20-meter sprints working on that position, okay? And then on top of that is functional speed. When I talk about functional speed, yes, you can get better technically, functionally, okay, or the components of being explosive is your body's ability to contract, so explode, and then quickly relax. If you look at the fastest sprinters, they have very relaxed muscles. They're not super tight and super tense. They're pretty relaxed, and they're able to be explosive and then relax quickly. That's what sprinting is. So practicing that means you're going to get better at it. Your body's going to get used to it, and it's going to kind of return to form of where it's supposed to be, where the human body is supposed to be. New strength and power potential is created. So yes, all these things are creating strength and power potential. Sprinting, an explosive run is the most natural and functional way for the human body to express power. Right? Back in the days, cavemen, they weren't out doing squats, and they weren't out doing pull-ups, except maybe climbing up a tree to run from a tiger or something like that. But certainly they were sprinting when they had to hunt or when they had to escape from a predator. So it's the most basic form of explosive power for a human. So you're not doing it, you're going to miss out a lot. And guaranteed, by doing a couple extra sets of sprints, you're going to unlock new power potential out of your body that's going to transfer to these other lifts. You start sprinting a little bit, you're probably going to see that squat go up just from that strength potential you've unlocked from sprinting. And the final is lower body fat percentage. It's conditioning wise, if you can add in more sets of sprints, slowly make those sprints longer, 20 meters, 30 meters and above, you're gonna get what's called EPOC, post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your body's gonna be catching up with calories and trying to catch up with the sprinting that you did, which is ultimately gonna reduce and lower body fat for those of you that can accumulate volume when sprinting. So if you're doing these three pieces in your program, you're doing any kind of squat, you're doing any kind of pull-up, you're doing any kind of sprint, at least 2 days a week, you are getting a lot done, and you have a great program to start with. Everything else that we add in from there, ladder work, extra pressing stuff, bench pressing, overhead pressing, that's just all fluff. Once we have this stuff down, then we're really talking about creating a monster and creating a really powerful athlete. So this is Coach JG here with Veg Athletics. I'll see you guys next time.